Well, our work is divided between four main aspects. There's our running the church work, which includes running the school and the clinic and providing for the people. And so I will go into the clinic in the morning, check with the doctors and the dentists and the laboratory and the other staff to make sure they're okay. I'll go into the school and see how the school is doing. In the afternoon, I will do two main things. I will either go for diplomatic meetings with the various embassies, particularly the British and the American and the Canadian and the Danish, but the Danish have left, they're not now there. They're our main partners, working with those. And then a lot of our time will be going around to the parishioners, our people, and the poverty is immense. There are rats running around the room, there are open sewers outside their homes. The people have no food, no health care, they have nothing apart from what we provide for them. And we aim to provide whatever they need. And then a lot of our work is also with the various religious leaders, but with the Sunni, the Shia Muslims, the Yazidis, the Mandaeans. Do you know who the Mandaeans are? They're the wet people. They're wetter than the Baptists. And you see the Mandaeans mentioned first in Job chapter 2. They were the bad people who killed Job's family. But then another guy came along who was also wet, called John the Baptist. And they started following him. And to this day, they had their services in water. They get married in water. They are really, really wet. At least 35 guards holding guns, going from armoured cars. They're all around me. They are basically, we are working amongst the most dangerous people in the world. So even though the government may be very supportive of my work, and the various religious leaders may be very supportive, but there are plenty of people who like to get hold of me, chop my head off. We held a historic meeting last week. We held a meeting between Iraqi religious leaders and Israeli religious leaders. Never before had there been any engagement between Israel and Iraq. So it's dangerous work that we're involved in. But it's God's work. So it's great. Well, there's no way that you can go out on the streets preaching. There's no overt evangelism like that allowed. All you can do is love people and serve them and provide for them. And that's what our relief program, our school, our clinic, they're providing help. All free of charge and all for everybody, not just the Christians. We might be in Baghdad, but I give thanks to our Lord that wherever I have been, this has always been my model of ministry. Provide, show real love, and people will be drawn by the love of Yeshua. As we call our Lord, we don't call him Yeshua, the Jewish way, we call him Yeshua, the Aramaic, because our background is Aramaic, even more ancient, and our services are in Aramaic, not Arabic, and our people talk Aramaic. Yeah, it's absolutely key. It's very Eucharistic centered, the ministry in the church. And that's good, because that means it's very Christ centered. And it's all about Him and all about what He has done. And so many lives have been changed. We see miracles, resurrections, inspirational phenomena all the time, not just sometimes. Don't take care, take risks. As you leave church, they say, oh, take care. You can't take care in Baghdad. I say take risks. Take risks for the gospel of Jesus Christ. His whole ministry was about taking risks, and ours should be also.